Yo, still Bills, what's the deal, man? Yo, we starting off this week, going into work this beautiful Monday morning. I gotta get out here and cut the grass. I might say that to this weekend. My shit looking like motherfucking rainforest out here, man. But peep game, man, we gotta get into this shit, man. And that's this past weekend's festivities with Anthony Joshua and Robert Helenius, man. I gotta watch all the fights. I was at the fights on Saturday, man, so I missed everything. And yesterday, I was so tapped out on boxing from Saturday's festivities, man, going to the parade and then going to actually watch the fights, the B&B show at the Butler Gas YMCA. Some of the fighters from RGM fought, and it was just a lot, man. So I haven't really had the wherewithal to go and sit down and watch some more boxing, but I had to go and watch my man Anthony Joshua, man. I gotta say, in the ring with Derrick James, he looks a lot more fluid. He does. We got to be real about that. His feet look a lot more fluid. His upper body movement. He doesn't look as robotic. He doesn't look as robotic. He looks a lot more fluid. Like he looks good in there. He looks good in there. But the biggest takeaway is, God damn it, why are you that apprehensive to step in behind your punches? This is the problem when with when you're consistently in between coaches. They take shit away from you and add shit to your arsenal. And what they've taken away from him, it seems, is his ability to be a dog in there. And maybe a lot of people say that was Andy Ruiz and all that. Possibly it was. It possibly was. After he got clipped by Andy Ruiz, he wanted to become a more cerebral fighter, which I'm not mad at. But it's a time and a place to be a cerebral fighter. The cats that you are preparing for, you can't be a cerebral fighter with, because you're not going to out cerebral them. Well, you can out cerebral Deontay Wilder, but how he was fighting yesterday, you can't afford to be at the mercy of that dude's right hand. And that's what it would be if you went in there with him and you stayed at a comfortable range like you was at yesterday. Or not yesterday, but Saturday, man. The thing is, like, he's not, I'm watching him throw right hands, and the right hands that he's throwing is being thrown from a range where he can't get countered by the right hand, but he's not, he's not in the kill, he's not nowhere near the kill box to land it. It's one of them type of right hands, one of those type of punches that he was throwing where it's, if there's a God in heaven, I'll land this punch. You dig? You know how, somebody who's, a beginner who's scared to step into the kill box, not understanding you have to step into that kill box in order to land something significant. It was one of them, and it was one of them situations. I'm looking at him. I'm like, come on, big man. Every time he would open up, Helenius would go on a retreat. Now, the thing is, with Robert Helenius and Povetkin and Andy Ruiz and all of these dudes had an array of attack that they can mount on you. We know what it is with Deontay Wilder. We know what we're getting when we watch a Deontay Wilder fight, man. He's not going to give you the same looks as these other dudes, because it's only one way. He only has one plan of attack. But the thing is, he's very much so thorough in that plan of attack. We just got to be real. As much as I can't stand the dude, he down Fury, Brody. He's down every fighter that he has fought. We got to be real about that. He down Fury 4 times. So the timing and the speed with his right hand is like, it's something that you definitely have to prep for. It's something that you definitely have to prep for. Anthony Joshua has always had the style to beat Deontay Wilder. Why? Muscle is heavier than fat. Muscle is heavier than fat. So you put a stiff jab in Deontay Wilder's face and force him back, and if you overshoot on the right hand, you lean on that man, and just put your body over the top of that man's back, like how Tyson Fury was doing, especially in the third fight, as a 285-pound man. That wears on him. He doesn't have a strong base, but the thing is, you got to get in range, and you got to have a certain level of confidence to do that shit. I didn't like what I saw from Robert Helenius. Now, Robert Helenius was popping the jab, and he got hit with the jab a lot. Now, fortunately for you, Deontay Wilder does not have a jab. But a detriment to you is he throws the right hand off of that jab religiously. So if that jab is finding its way home, who's to say you're not going to get your hand back up to your chin before that right hand gets tossed? You're not gonna do it. So I'm not mad at him becoming a cerebral fighter, but you got to know when to turn it off and when to turn it on. And the game planning for Deontay Wilder started on Saturday. You got to get in a headspace to where I got to take it to this dude. I have to step in behind my shots. He's throwing lead left hooks and he's throwing them from a range where he's safe. Both fighters are technically safe because Robert Helenius isn't at any real danger of getting hit by that left hook. He's not stepping in behind the jab. He didn't start doing that until later on. Bro, they booed him. They was booing him, man. Like, that just, like, come on, man. You cannot be that dude. You got to get in there. You got to make it a fight. You got to make it a fight. Keep your guard up. Throw straight, crisp shots down the middle, and you in there. They cannot, these dudes are not punchers like you. At least nobody that you fought. You ain't been in there with Zhang and Joe Joyce or nothing like that. But, you know, the dudes that all of the top dogs have fought, they're not punchers like you as far as champions are concerned. They're not punchers. So you got, man, you cannot afford to be that timid with Deontay Wilder, my bro. You cannot afford to be that timid with that nigga. Because we can say what we want about Deontay Wilder, man. The dude has a certain level of arrogance to him to where it's like, nigga, I'm gonna get in here and I'm gonna off your head. What happened in my last fight ain't got shit to do with you. That has nothing to do with you. And just think about it like you've been in with a bigger puncher than the Andy Ruiz. You got down by fucking Vladimir Klitschko, bro. Andy Ruiz is not a bigger puncher than Vladimir Klitschko. He's not. He's not. You have a respectable chin. The shot that Andy Ruiz hit you with was not on the chin, it was on the temple. You dig me? You just I really wish you would have fought a Jarrell Miller so he could have forced that dog out of you. He could have forced you to fight him. You would have went in there wanting to off his head because of how much shit he was talking during the presser and all that. That's the type of fight that you need. That's the type of fight that you need. That's the type of energy that you need. Someone that's going. You don't need to be in there with no nice guys who's about the business. You need somebody who's a dog in there. You need somebody that's gonna call you a bitch, nigga. You's a bitch on the hood, bro. I'll beat your ass, bro. I can't wait to so and so. I'm gonna fuck you up. You don't even know, bro. You's a bitch. Where your mama at? Where your sister at? Where your lady at? Like, you need somebody that's gonna talk to you like that so they can relight that fire up under your ass, man. You are too big and too skilled to be so apprehensive to let them shots go. You dig me? You look, you look a lot more fluid under Derrick James. You honestly do. You look a lot more fluid in your movement. You do not look as robotic. But when you were robotic, you was outlining niggas in chalk. I don't even see step backs from you no more, man. I don't even see step back right hands from you. Like, bro, we gotta revitalize that demon, my nigga. We gotta do that. That nine tails fox. We got to. We got to. We got to, because you cannot afford to go in there and look like that with somebody like Deontay Wilder, who don't give a fuck about skill. What he's been doing for the past 15 years has been working. It got him to be a champion. It got him 10 title defenses. What does this say about you, a far more skilled fighter, that everybody is going against you, my nigga? You have a far more array of skills than Deontay Wilder, and people are still choosing him to beat you. I don't want that for you, bro. Yeah, oh man, he ain't got no heart. He ain't got that, bro. There's nobody that he's ducked the fade with. Nobody. I was with the Apostles last night. Shout out to Cam, the Baptist, and Gooch, and Sugar J. But I'm on their platform last night, and this is cat on there talking about, man, yo, he ducked Tyson Fury and all that. And I'm like, y'all niggas are saying some of the most brazen shit I ever heard in my life. That shit is sickening. It's nauseating to listen to how people just go out of their way to disrespect this dude as if he wasn't a 3-belt world champion. Twice, 2 times. You gonna disrespect that nigga like that, man. That dude is a for real problem. He is a problem, but you gotta regain that. You gotta regain that dog. You got to. You got to. You have all the tools to go in there and beat Deontay Wilder. I always thought you had. I always thought you had, but you cannot stay at the mercy of that man's straight shots. Because that's all he has. That's all he has. But his timing and his speed with it and how the amount of leverage he gets up on it, it's undeniable. But you got to step in behind them straight shots, man. You got to step in behind that jab. You got to throw that right hand with conviction. You got to tap that man's body. You got to go to work, bro. You got to be prepared to go to work. You got to. What's it really gonna say about you that, yo, man, you go ahead and you lose this dude off of 14 months of inactivity, fam? Like that's not the look you want. So just that's the biggest takeaway from that fight on Saturday, man. Just how how timid you looked in there, how apprehensive you was to actually get in there and engage. Can't be that apprehensive, Brody. You can't be. Not in front of that nigga. Not in front of him. Not in front of Fury neither, because Fury gonna talk that shit to you. And he has the skills to force you to be apprehensive because of how skilled he is. That's all I gotta say about it, though, man. I just arrived at work, man. I'll get with y'all later. Deuces.